name's Jennifer Ramsey, and I'm so excited to share with you some educational books for elementary school aged kids from Usborne Books and More today. I'm going to start with one of the most important things that we can do, which is teaching our kids how to read. So we have an amazing selection of phonics readers. These are going to be perfect for the kids that can sound out words and want to be independent. They're really fun stories. Croc Gets a Shock, Bee Makes Tea, Underpants for Ants. We have dozens of titles in this, or you can buy them as a combined volume. Ted and Friends is one of our combined volumes. It actually has a CD that'll read along with you. Some of these pages even have flaps that your kids can check out, and there's a cute little duck on every page. So if you want more of an interactive book, I would go with Ted and Friends. If you're just looking for some fun books to read, we do have a combined volume called Cow Takes a Bow, or we have just these individual books that your kids can pull and read. The colors are really vibrant in these pictures, and there's not too many words on every page, so your kid can build a lot of confidence in reading. Next, we have Lift the Flap General Knowledge. I think this is great if you just want a hook to get your kids interested in some new topics. This is a trivia book of all kinds of topics. Science lab, the world, treasure trove. And it's just going to have questions. Here's one about the Great Lakes are in North America. It has all of their names. You lift the flap. The Great Lakes make up 20% of the fresh water on Earth's surface. So you can just learn all kinds of different topics. This is a great introduction to just about any topic you want to study with your kids. So if you want to just supplement at home, or if you're homeschooling, I think this is an invaluable resource just to get kids excited and curious about learning. That's really the hardest part, I think, with teaching. When your kids get a little bit older, we have Discovery Adventures collection, and these are nonfiction books. We have 11 in the collection. These are for ages 8 and up. And this one's on special forces. We have ones on cycling, extreme sports, drones, helicopters, all kinds of exciting topics. Some are graphics, kind of comic strips. Some are actual photographs. But great ways to teach your kids about some topics that they may be curious about, or to make them curious a little bit more. But these are really big books. They have a lot of information, but it's broken down nice and small into chunks. We also have some great geography and social studies resources. This is Lift the Flap Picture Atlas, and it is going to take you through each continent. You can see here's a continent, and there are tons and tons of flaps on each page. So it'll have a little bite-sized piece of information all over the country about what happens there, what they grow there, who lives there, the culture. And then at the very end, under this flap, there is a huge, huge world map that is very accurate. We also have See Inside books. We have See Inside the Body if you want to study it for science. This is See Inside Exploration and Discovery. This is all about, you guessed it, exploration and discovery. So there's ancient explorers, going the distance, over the ocean, natural discoveries, into the interior, race for the poles, final frontiers, and roof of the world. And on each page, they're going to have, just like you've seen in those other Lift the Flap books, little bite-sized chunks of information for your kids to explore. And all of these Lift the Flap books, I think, are perfect for getting kids interested. When you want to go a little bit more in depth, you cannot go wrong with our encyclopedias. So we have several encyclopedias. We even have kind of encyclopedias for younger. These are internet reference, so they have websites linked that are credible. They've checked them out for your kids to explore more. But these are amazing, amazing encyclopedias. The pictures are beautiful, and the information is still, I remember reading encyclopedias where it was just page after page after page of information. These are so much more engaging. You have pictures, the information is broken up into small sections, and it goes through all kinds of different topics. You see there's maps, maps galore, and then information on climate and cultures and flags and things like that. For math, we have, I think this is a really cool book. This is not a math book. I was a middle school and high school math teacher, and my kids my students would have loved this. This is a great way to introduce kind of strange topics like the Fibonacci sequence or Sierpinski's triangle, and kind of trick kids into getting interested in them by doing art, basically. So if you have an artistic kid, this is a great way to link that to math, or if you just want kind of an out-of-the-box math solution to get your kids interested, that's definitely good. One of our new titles this season is the Times Tables Activity Book, and it's just what it sounds like. It goes through times tables 2 through 12 with activities on each page. And the great thing about this is it actually has a lot of word problems, and your kids don't know they're doing word problems. So it talks about kind of grouping numbers for your multiplication, talks about word problems, and then it just has lots of practice with your facts. It even has some stickers to use on some of the pages. Speaking of sticker books, we have lots of sticker books that could really engage your kids in different topics. This is the Astronaut sticker book. It's kind of like a dolly dressing book, so you have some clothes to put on your different dolls, but there's also information as you go through. So it's actually a nonfiction book that they have combined with an activity book. And the last one I'm going to show you is 365 Science Activities. This is a great resource if you're teaching science at home or you just want fun experiments to do with your kids. It's exactly what it sounds like, 365 experiments, most of the stuff you're going to have around your house. It has what the activity is, and then little tidbits about why that science works like that. So definitely check that out if you're looking for fun activities to do with your kids at home.